Hey y'all. So I wanted to come on here and take a moment to kind of talk to you guys about something pretty serious that is going on right now. And it is this heat. I know that I've been posting videos about doing hauls for Halloween and on the hunt for stuff from Home Goods or TJ Maxx or Dollar Tree. But I wanted to take a little bit of a different turn and make this video to kind of talk about the severity of this heat wave that's going on. I actually had started making this video on my back porch just to kind of show you guys how hot it was, but my phone ended up turning itself off because of it getting too hot. But so I live in Oklahoma, and right now it is like 6:15 in the evening, and it is about 107 degrees outside. And I mean, I'm sweating, flies are all around me, and I'm tired. I'm tired of this heat. And last month, my husband, who works in the oil field, he works outside, 10, 12 hours a day, had 2 heat strokes. And one of his heat strokes resulted in being hospitalized. And he ended up having to get 10 bags of saline just to get him back to being somewhat normally hydrated. That's how dehydrated he was. And his kidneys were starting to shut down because of his dehydration. And that scared me to death. I mean, I've been with my husband for 11 years, and he went straight from the Marine Corps in 2008 to working in the oil field, and this has never happened to him. And then it ends up happening twice in 1 month. And so it got me to really thinking about the homeless population. And it's not like, oh, all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, my husband had 2 heat strokes. This heat is horrible. What about the homeless? The city that I live in, we have a lot of homeless population. And a lot of them end up coming here because there are a lot of resources. We have a few homeless shelters. We have a lot of different agencies that provide free meals certain days of the week. And there's one place in particular, the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club is where my son goes. But the Salvation Army, which is a homeless shelter, even if they don't stay at the shelter, there's a free meal provided every evening at 6 o'clock. And so what really got me to thinking about the homeless today was I had went to a training for my job, and I'd stopped at the Dollar General on the corner to pick up a few things before I went home. And catty corner from where the Dollar General is, there is an establishment that opens up every evening at 6 o'clock and feeds the homeless. And this was about 3:30 this afternoon. And so I got the things that I needed to get from the Dollar General, and I'm driving past this particular establishment to go home, and there were probably 15 to 20 homeless people just sitting on the ledge of this building waiting on it to open, and it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's 110 degrees outside. And you could just tell that a lot of these folks were just defeated from this heat. And so I told myself that tomorrow I'm going to go and buy some bottled water and just try to help out as much as I can. I mean, I'm on a budget just like the rest of America is. I mean, our economy is horrible right now. And I mean, my husband and I live paycheck to paycheck, just like a lot of America. I mean, when I got home from work, I opened up my electric bill and it was almost $400. I've never had an electric bill that high. But it really concerns me. I mean, I went to school to be a social worker. I've been a social worker since 2006. And it's always been my calling to help people. And a lot of times when you look at the homeless population, and I've been there, my mind is still jaded sometimes. And you think, well, they're there because they want to be. You know, they're there because they don't want to get a job, or they don't want to do anything to better themselves or to get into a better position than they're in now. But a lot of times you don't know somebody's story, you know. And my sister's probably not gonna like this, but you know, I grew up in a household where I had both my parents, and my parents made good money, and we never wanted for anything. We weren't rich by no means, but you know, my parents had good jobs. My mother was a nurse and my dad worked in the oil field. And years later, my sister ended up a drug addict, and she was homeless for like 2 years. She just recently sorry, that's a fly on my phone. She just recently, over the past 6 months or so, has gotten clean, has a job, and is really trying to better herself and do something with her life. But it's just, at the end of the day, you don't know someone's story, and it's so easy to be judgmental. I've done it, and I still do it, you know. And I'm trying to get out of that mentality of being that person, because it's not fair to these people that are living on the street, because you don't know their story and you don't know why they are in the position that they're in. I mean, that could be any of us. I mean, I could lose my job tomorrow and within a month lose everything that I have. And so I'm not gonna make this video very long because the flies are really tearing me up, but I'm gonna take you guys along with me tomorrow. I'm gonna go at some point when I have a chance. I'm back and forth into training because I work at a school and we have to get a bunch of trainings in before the new school year starts here in just a couple of weeks. But I am going to go buy some water, maybe a case or two of water, and just go hand it out. And maybe a person or two might be willing to talk to me and kind of tell me their story. And if they are okay with it, then I'll pick up the camera and video it. But I just wanted to, I don't know, something has just kind of tugged at my heartstrings today, and I don't know if it's God telling me and I don't mean to get emotional, because I can be in their position. I've been through a lot in my life that I could be exactly where any of these men or women are. And there's been so many times that I've driven by just certain places, like the homeless population hang out a lot at the library during the day. And across the street, there's like a little park area that they hang out at. And just anywhere and everywhere, I guess, where they don't get ran off. And something's just telling me that I need to do this. And I'm, even if it's something small, just handing out some bottled water. But you guys that are in these states that this heat is excessive right now, stay safe and stay hydrated and just take care of yourself. And so, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to at least do that much, and maybe somebody will tell us their story, and I'm gonna continue to do this. I can't offer a lot because I don't have a lot, but I can offer what I can. And so I hope you guys are having a fabulous Wednesday. It's Wednesday, August 2nd, and I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys.